Okay. As soon as this comes on. Wow, a viewer before I even start. That's funny. It's neat. Anyway, so I decided to migrate this last playthrough into the new beta, and it's actually pretty neat. They got new stations, which, as you can see, this is one of them here. This is like the science station, right? One of the other new features is, let me see here, what's this thing? When you go into creative mode, you got this stuff, which makes sense, right? Now the crew, you can add crew in here and stuff. The only thing that's missing out of here is the commanders and generals and stuff, right? The neat feature is you can add stuff in here to your ship, right? You can change the relations to people if you want to have some fun or whatever. And see, this is a play as you like and test out the features kind of tool that, and this is what it was explained for, and I thought this is really cool of them to do. And cargo, you can check out the crafting system by, clicking on here, and you can do different things and stuff like that. Make your own weapons. Now, all my mods that I had didn't work except for one, and the one that I do have makes this ship just insane, right? Okay, you go over this. So instead of the regular 9, I now have 30 turrets, right? That's why when you were looking here, you're going, what the hell is all this? This is me with crazy weaponness. All right, I haven't even got to it yet because I've been just doing various other things. I'll light my smoke again. I'm sipping my coffee here. We'll just get going here in a few minutes. Oh, I was really tired yesterday too. I don't know why. It was just And a little bit of Google news. Alphabet was sued and lost and was fined a few $1 billion, and now they're getting fined some more. And Google's bragging that they're going around paying all those troll musicians, $3 billion, and I've done 600 hours for them, and I've got nothing, right? Once again, Google's making more money. Ha ha. Right? Ha ha. Screw the creators. We're the ones doing all the work. Yeah. I guess I should take care of these idiots. It's a ton more laggy when I use OBS, period. It's just, this is why recording it may be a future way to go, but you gotta get basically what I want to do is go and excuse me. When you wake up in the morning, you're gonna anyway, I want to get it so that I got all the watch time, right? And then it's just a question of gathering up all the subs, because once you tell everybody, I'm getting an average of about 15 hours a day of watch time, right? That's going to translate. You only need about 11, right? So, whatever. Now a group of alien ships. Oh, this is going to get busy, isn't it? Oh, man. Alright. Take care of these idiots. Start with you. Done. You're next. I gotta get over there, I guess. Yeah, let's have a fight in the asteroid fields, boys. Not cool. It's too laggy. Get me out of here. Too laggy. Hold on, I gotta change the graphics down again. Excuse me a minute while I speed off. do this. Man, God, I hate OBS. I just hate it. I just do. It pisses me off every time. I got to do a live stream. It's just disgusting how much it lags you. All right. Yeah. I know. You and your stupid. There we go. Alright, you. You want to fire some more torpedoes, do you? Come on, let me. It won't. It's also giving me grief about locking on targets too. See the end of you right there. So yeah, I'm quite impressed with what they've done, right? Like there's a lot of nice little bug fixes they did. However, the one that's really stupid that they haven't fixed yet is one of the first missions you do, which is how to use a fleet. Like, how can they move like that and I can't? No ship I have can. You know, that's another one. You gotta. All right. Enough of this bullshit. Arrgh. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going over here to put tons more weapons on. That's right. What the hell? What the hell does this mean? How did my ship get damaged? Just fix it then. Idiots. Yeah, another thing I added was the thing so I don't have to dock so darn close to things because this ship is so big. Now I can be 3 kilometers away. And if you had cargo, what they do is they use your fighters and they put the cargo on the fighters and it's like a little mini cargo train. It's kind of cool looking. There's some neat features to this thing. You know, and like I said, for $20 I'm now over 920 hours of playtime. You know. And every system's new and every system's different and you get different things going on. And one of the other features they added was, okay, you see how I have Star Trek ships that I've played, right? I had a Reliant class ship, which is not a Reliant, it's a Miranda class. I've had the Constitution, I've had a Constellation, which is, and then this one, which the guy called an Atlas, which is sort of like an upgrade of the Constitution. You got various other ones. There's the Klingon and the Romulan ships. Okay, you can actually make in the game now an entire faction that's based on, you know, something else and have their ships designed that way. And I got thinking, hey, we need to get a bunch of people together and make the Star Trek universe, right? So when a faction pops up, you'll have the Ferengi over here. You'll have the, Cardassians over there. You know, and the thing is, they would randomly pop up, so you would have a different universe every time. What the hell was that? Hold on, somebody must have popped into chat to give me some lag. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming, which is bullshit. Okay? I'm seeing 6,000 kilobytes a second. I'm seeing over 30 frames a second. I'm seeing, you know, this is just YouTube's way of pissing with you again. Morning, guys. How's everybody? Like I say, if you want a game where you like a space game that's you know, good for value, right? This is the one. See that little twitch there? Anyway, it's good for the value anyway. So I wanted to show you how this feature works, right? So you press the shift key, you go over here and you hit the ship menu, right? And you go over to this or this thing. Here, get over here. Come on. And let's say I want a bunch of game systems, right? I just click this a few times and it will just give me a random bunch of them, right? Now, the thing I had a problem with yesterday was, okay, they gave me all this and I switched over, and then I went looking for a research lab to upgrade, and I spent the whole day trying to find one. I was getting so tired, and then I finally find one, which is this one here. So I'll trip through to a couple of systems and show you what some of the space stations now look like. And each faction has its own ship model kind of type as well. And if you want a couple of weapon things, you do stuff like that. And it just randomly does it, right? So you don't have any, like if you wanted to build them, you now have the ability to build much better weapons, okay? Right here. Like, you go get your license for the illegal or dangerous stuff, and then you just sit here and you build it. Which, wow, that's such a time saver. I spent like 3 days looking for one little factory and found it, and then it made enemies of the guys because I didn't get the license proper. I was like, oh shit. Okay, so let's look at my weapons. We gotta put some more weapons on this vessel. And I lessened the graphics, so pardon me if it looks a little shitty. You know, it still looks all right, but I go up two levels, which is like the equivalent of, like, I don't know, going to HD. I don't know. It super samples it up to like 1.5 to 2 times, so it's back to like 1980 by 1080. This is like, you could go to yeah, 1600 by 900 with no sampling, and it would look fine. You know. Anyway, So we go in here. All right, we'll do DPS. Let's see what pops up now. Oh, double Tesla's the best one. This one's the next best one. This one, and then this one. And we got a whole bunch of cannons and different other shit in here, eh? What's the size on that sucker? So we're still only at size. This one's size 4, eh? That's nice. I like that. I like bigger weapons. Big. Go with big everywhere, eh? It's too bad the Star Trek sound thing doesn't work anymore. Like, we'll get that working later. Let's see here. So anyway, let me actually just do some of this here. We'll just randomly just go na 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 na. Let's see here. Where was that silly thing? Let's get some more upgrades. As you can see, I'm almost purple and everything. So now you can have some fun. Let's do this a few times. Do this a few times, you know. Whee! The old days when we had cheats in single player, when we wanted to just hop into a game and piss around, you know, and you didn't get sued for it. You didn't get arrested for it. You didn't have to, you know. Now, mind you, if you have multiplayer and you have creative on, that will work too. So be warned of that, right? It's like, well, cheat mode activated. So anyway, okay. So let's see. We hit the F key. Can I dock? No, not yet. Let me see here. Move in a little further. Oh yeah, I should be able to. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, it's really laggy. Wow. Good morning, afternoon, or good evening to wherever you are. Blah 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 blah. Go 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 go. I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't need any more of those. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. See this here? 888. Yeah. Yep. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. It's like a lottery. Now, it'd be neat if he could expand this system a bit more, like for research. It's pretty cheesy, this one is, but hey, it's functional, right? Puts the focus more on gameplay than, you know. Lasers. I'll clean out this bottom part. Just keep going here. What I want to do here, we'll go with. This is where it gets kind of. What are these again? I'll just do that. Okay. Whoops. I hate when it does that. Starting off with a little bit of research. Then we're going to go on tour and we're going to see some pretty whacked things compared to what I was showing before. Like the cattle ranch was cool because it looked like you could see where you would put cows in this space station. It was like, it's trippy what they've done. I gave them credit for it on the thing there. See, like, I can be critical of people, and at the same time, then, you know, when they do something really cool and neat, because he's listened to me about a few things, which I thought was kind of neat. Like this creative mode tool, which is kind of cool. Like this allows someone like me, who's you know, streaming, right, to show it off a bit more, right, and you don't have to then spend ungodly months of time before you're able to show off whatever, right? You can jump right in and you can show off some features, or if you know, you have a weekend and you have some friends and you want to set up a server, you can do it over the weekend and have some fun. You don't have, it doesn't have to be as long term as what most people originally thought of the game, right? It allows for variations on gameplay, right? Wow. I got a lot of shit. I got too much shit. Okay. Where is it? Wow. This game will help you quit smoking, I'm telling you. Whoops. I don't want to do that yet. There's a reason I'm doing it this way. Certain weapons I do want to upgrade properly. Other ones I'm not paying attention to it. Usually what you want to do is try to find as similar a type as possible, and then you'll get a better upgrade. I'm just going through getting rid of crap that I don't really care about because I'm not into that play style at the moment, right? Hence, all the big guns are like, I'll get rid of that one. No, I can't. So then what you do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Better cannons, yes. Super coffee time. Coffee time, coffee time. I'm free of Yorkshire tea. See, the other reason to do this is that one feature I have not shown you guys is when I get a second ship, or a third, or a fourth, and you just have it go around with you, and you can order it to like help you out and stuff. So what I'm gonna do is get Star Trek vessels and just like be going around with like a little fleet of them. It'd be like, the only thing about that is, I can just feel the lag on that. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. You know, if Bell Canada weren't such assholes, I'd have even faster upload speed, you know. And they're actually in court with my internet provider and others trying not to pay them what they owe them because they overcharged them, right? Now they want to try and up the fees again. I mean, if we spend all our money on internet, we don't have it for anything else, and that's what their goal is. They want to make sure that you don't have any money for anything, right? You don't have it for hardware, nothing else, right? Okay? If the internet was, and just to tell you, 25 megabit internet, this idiot at Bell years ago admitted, this is only like 5 or 6 years ago, by the way, admitted that they sell their internet, like the television, over the same network, and they sell it at $10 a month, and we're making a profit. Okay, $10 a month for 25/10 internet. Okay, all right. Now I got 1510. Now I could get double that, and for $20, I'd be happy. 20 megabit would be enough that I could do high definition with no problem, right? Or run some game services too, like have a second PC set up so I could have some, set up a firewall and all that jazz and some security for people, and just have you guys, like if it costs, what? If that costs $10 a month, then once the cost is paid, then like there you go. Like even at that much, you don't even feel like asking for money. You see, that's the kind of thing they want to prevent, is that they're ripping us all off, right? On money wise. That's why with Kojiko that my roommate has, the business lines are $200 a month. I'm sitting on. I could do the same thing he's doing on much less money. I can even bond a few of these lines. I might look into that, but it's complicated. And then you gotta get a second modem and shit. The one thing I'll say about TechSavvy, which was nice, that's my internet provider, was they gave me like on a free, like for free, right? This new modem, right? And upgraded my services. Okay, so, and didn't charge me extra. So on top of having just 10/1, rate cost. I've got 1510. And then, what was it, a couple months after that, when they got this decision, even though they haven't got the money for it yet, they went and lowered my monthly. I was like, ooh, I like these guys, man. They's cool. When's the last time your internet provider lowered your internet monthly, right? Doesn't happen, right? And it should, because technology always gets cheaper, okay? It always does. Because once they built out all these lines, these companies that make the lines and stuff have to keep making money, and then they'll have to start getting cheaper at things, right? Yeah, they have to get as efficient as possible. Sure, there'll be a certain point where it... Ooh, nice one. There'll be a certain point where, you know, like Moore's Law, where you just get there and you go, that's it. You know. Plasma. Double cannon. And see, another thing that you have to go with now is damage type. So if I had 5 of these that had physical damage, then I could get one that had physical damage. If you got different types of physical damage, it just takes the different type. That's another kind of, it makes this really hard to do. And with only 1,000 research slots, this is going to be something I'm going to talk to them about and say, look, you need to expand that 1,000 inventory slots, because if you're going to go by damage types and everything else, you've just multiplied by a factor, or divided by a factor of 5 or 6 what what use my inventory is. Get rid of that junk. Just go right through here. So just give me another couple of minutes here to sort this out, and we'll go for a tour. Become tourists. Oh, here we go. Yum yum. Cannons. Yeah, baby. I want to get some of them big ones that are like size 5 and put them on the Enterprise here, or whatever this thing is. Yeah, and Google or YouTube the last 3 days has been doing some really wacky shit with me. I guess it's something to do again with the old Classic. I don't use it. The only thing I use Classic for is when I go in and look at my subscription list, right? Just to see what some of my users are up to, and what everyone else is doing, you know, that kind of thing. That's what I use it for. But some people would use it for to see if somebody had actually said they subscribed to them, and if they didn't, right? The problem is that you can make yourself private where you don't show on that list. So it's semi-useful. But anyway, the other point to make is that I go on the list, and as I'm going down, it tells you if someone's subscribed or not. And I'm seeing people that are here all the time, and I'm not subscribed to you when I had, right? So I go and I click that button, and it says subscribed, and it doesn't do it. So that whole thing is not working. And then I click on your name, and it says subscribed. You know what I mean? So I was panicking there. Willie was in my stream. I watched a video of Willie's, and then I went online, went live, right? And then I was talking to him, and I wanted to go over, and I don't know what we were talking about. I went over to check on his channel, and it showed as not subscribed, like for real. And okay, so I resubscribed, right? Like, he's in my channel, he's supporting me, you know. Like I watch his stuff. How can you not? Like, what would be, what the hell, you know? And it went on for 3 days, and now it stopped. Now it's doing it to other people, and then it's suddenly some people that, I don't know, what the hell, you know? It's just weird. And it's only when you start talking about certain topics or certain things that suddenly you notice that these people, it's not the AI doing this, guys. It's artificial intelligence doesn't have the brain cells to come up with plans like this to screw with people, okay? It just doesn't. And there's no terms of service that says, you know, I can report on news about YouTube. At least yet. Oh boy. man. I haven't even done all my research yet. Just hold the finger down, boys. We'll get to you. Where are you going? It is almost impossible to get a lock on it. Middle mouse button will not do it, boys and girls. This is annoying as hell. There we go. You're dead. I hit my own guy there because of this shit. There, now you're done. That's right, run, chicken. You're running the other way, are you? What the hell was that? See the neat looking ships now instead of these sticky little silly things? Whoops. Ah! Hold on. Gotta fix something here. I accidentally did something wrong. Ah! Come on, stop, game. Okay. Allies. Okay. Ceasefire. Ceasefire. Wait a minute, I gotta do this. Come on, stop that. Oh, are ya? Get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way. Ah, this game. Come on, in the leg. Come on. Alright. So we're still allies? Alright, 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 alright. Okay. Okay, scroll down. Okay. Had me nerved right out. I thought we were at war. Okay. I thought that was a dead ship sitting there, and it didn't highlight them. See how they got the green bits around them? It didn't highlight it for me yet for a sec there. So I thought, oh, okay, I'll just blow it up and get any parts that come off of it. Oh, come on here. Where is the stupid satellite now? Where'd it go? Oh, it's over there. So I gotta go back over here and finish this shit. Come on. There we go. Oh, and the other thing I notice, and it's really weird, is the more people you have in a chat, the more laggy I get. It's really strange. I mean, it's text, right? It should be nothing for bandwidth, right? But I don't know what the deal is there, and I think it's because you know, they got some extra recording stuff on you there, and that's how the AI, you know, if you say a certain word in the chat or a certain phrase or something, the AI picks up on it, and then, you know, it starts recording things, and then they'll then determine via this set of, you know, instructions whether you blah 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 blah. That's no longer a chat. It's a spy system. You know, you just want to put I won't even say the P word, but we'll say man part pictures constantly everywhere, you know, in the chat, and say, do you like looking at these? Here, have some more. Just keep saying bacon all day. Bacon cheddar curly fries, only for $1.99. That's the only commercial I ever enjoyed. Bacon cheddar curly fries, bacon cheddar curly fries, bacon cheddar curly fries, only for $1.99. At least it was catchy, you know? And didn't insult my intelligence, eh? It just went right to it, eh? Food! Didn't tell you that you would get some hot-looking blonde by buying a car or, some other BS. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Where was I before I got interrupted? Yeah. I really should go to 1600 by 900 and then just downsize it for YouTube, because this screen is not meant for this resolution, really. It has some issues, Captain. Excuse me. Railguns? Railguns. More railguns. Oh. Plasma. Plasma. More plasma. Where's that vibe gone? Where'd it go? Oh, okay. There you are. Lasers. That'll do. Okay, we're almost ready for a tour. Let's see here. Oh, missile. Oh, look at that. Missiles. Yum, 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 yum. The ones I want to get are called Seeker. They'll follow the guys around after I shoot them. Point and shoot. Point and shoot. They're really rare, though. That's one of those weapons you get as a drop and go, ooh yeah! Ooh yeah! I don't care if they don't do lots of damage. They'll chase you around and blow up in your face. Bolters. Bolters. Oh my god, look at how much crap I got here. Stop cheating, right? No! Never! Avorion is a perfectly balanced game with no exploits. I can just see the spiffing Brit playing this game. You'd be like, what? It's Minecraft in space. Yep. But check this out. You can fly a spaceship from a TV show. Yay! Okay, we're almost done here. There we go. Now we're into the blue area. Woohoo! Whoops. Shouldn't have done that, but anyway. I got 2 out of it anyway. That's extremely rare. Don't ever do that. Always take 5. Haha. Haha, I got lucky. Purple everything. Purple, 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 purple. I bet you there's somebody right now making the Star Trek and Star Wars universe for this game, because now that you can make factions and have all the ships and stations based on it, you'll have people that going and doing that. And I've also noticed that it's almost 1,100 people concurrently playing this game now, which that's 4 times an increase from the previous. When I first restarted playing this, there was only like 250 concurrents. Oh yeah, a lot more people playing, a lot more multiplayer servers too, I might add, and a few more of them that are popping up in North America, which is, that's what I want. Bum, 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 bum. I'm like public relations there, Kunchi. That's the guy's developer's name. Couldn't have picked a more politically correct name, could he? I thought, oh, someone's gonna have issues with this. Oh, not my problem. Not my problem. Oh, cannons. Oh yeah, cannons. More cannons. Can we get some more cannons? Cannons. Oh, what are we gonna get out on the next line? Oh, no cannons. Come on, just need one. Oh, and then we find a whole bunch. Yeah, look at that. Oh, 2 grand damage. Num 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 num. Birdie num nums. Oh, and then that one does shit. Do we get any more cannons? No? More cannons? No. Lots of railguns. Lots of missiles. There's one. And that's it. So, we'll do missiles then. Is any of these seeker? I don't want to use seekers in that. Meh. Meh. Meh, meh, meh. Trippy looking guy. Okay, stop. I gotta filter some of this garbage. There. Meh. I have to start putting some auto turrets on here too as well. Get more intelligent about my defenses. Seems how that torpedoes can go through shields. Kind of like how that last time I was going around just whooping everyone's ass by just melting them by going through their shields. Oh, you don't want that. You want that. Wow. Where'd they all go? There's a whole shit ton of them. Where'd they go? That's weird. There's only 2. Need 2. Oh. Just randomly doing a bunch of crap in here. Okay. Just to keep my... what's that? This number down. I feel like a bloody accountant. I say that out loud, oops. Got the Addams Family theme song stuck in my head today. Yeah, leave it in there. This is what I mean, eh? You just Just that little bit of a few times there, and look at how much stuff I'm doing already. It's just like, upgrades, upgrades. Here, upgrades. Oh, there's more. Oh yeah. Okay. This is where it gets serious. You start having to think about what you're doing here instead of just randomly going, wee. Chain guns. Any more up here? That looks like one. And I'll take that one. Not bad. Not bad. Three. That's a point defense. Force turrets. Okay, yeah, there we go. I like that. That's nice. Those are nice. No, don't want that in there. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. These stupid things. Okay. Now. Picky, picky, picky. Whoops, wrong one. What's this? Triple chain gun. There's one, there's one. There and there. That's not bad for a chain gun. Holy. Considering it doesn't overheat. There's our tractor beam. Okay. Down here where there's more plasma. Excuse me. What else will we add to that? Put a double laser in there. There was the plasma I was looking for. So we get out of there. Just a second here. Any more? No, just 4 of them, right? One, 2, 3. Only got 3 of them, eh? Okay. Good enough for now. Just do that and get rid of it. Okay, now what can I do here? Oop, oop, oop. Loot collection, eh? Which is handy too. Hmm. Oh, of course. Right when I'm being, you don't want to bother me right when I'm doing this. I'm just gonna ignore them for a while until I'm ready to deal with it. What else we got here? That's it. Now. Triple. That's a nice one. That's a nice one. The damage on that is pretty good for an anti-fighter thing. What else we got in here? Nice railgun. Nice railgun. More railguns. There's one. There's one. We need one more. One railgun. One railgun. Come on. There it is. That one does. Well, let's see if we can find a different one. Ah, we can't, eh? It does $3,000 though. Okay, we're just gonna do it like this. See? And see what happened? It lowered the damage. Meh. And of course we got all this. Okay. Now to build on my ship. Alright. That's still the big DPS. See that one there, eh? Range 20. Xanian or better. What the fuck? No bloody fucking way. You'd be kidding me. Alright, so we'll have to do this. I don't feel like going through changing the blocks around and figuring out what blocks are what. Ig. Come on, over here. Oh my god, it lagged on me when it did that. Undo. Piece of shit. Come on, stop doing that. Building while you stream. This is just nuts. I want it right there. Thank you. Piss off. There. Do not mess with the Federation. Or else. Got it? Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Now we're gonna put some of the Manti guns on there once I find that purple guy. Wait a minute. Here we go back to rarity. Where was it? It was it this one? Let's go to DPS and see which is the best independent gun. Just scroll across until I see the word independent with fire. Probably won't see any until like way the hell over here anyway. Wait a minute. Refinement. Oh, that's just a different thing. Oh, right there. Now that's not anti. Well, it's not anti-fighter though. So we'll put like. Independent targeting appears to be rare in the new game too. Just saying, maybe a little buggy boo there. See, seeker missiles. Want to lag your game out? Get about 50 of these. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm telling you. Come on. See? More seeker missiles. It's just ridiculous, man. Where did that other one go? Was it? Where'd it go? There it is. How can that not be independent targeting though? How can an anti-fighter ship thing be not? That's what I'm talking about. Eh? There's something wrong here because see, this one is independent targeting, right? This one isn't. Like, how can that be? Ugh. All of these should be independent targeted. No, we'll take this one. Put 2 there. Alright. Go around the other side here. And we'll put 2 there. Put 1. There. And 1 there. That almost deserves a smoke break. Now I gotta sort the mess out. Ooh, boy. This is gonna be number 7. And this will be number 6. I'm just past the halfway point on weaponry. Whee! Oh boy. This mod is... It's pure craziness. That's why I like it. That's why I like it. This one over here. You go to this. Auto fire. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's go for a tour. You see how much, this is how much I went through all this area and I found one research station. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, all the way up here. Like, remember, like I started this out, I was down over here, right? And I went up to about here and then I ended the stream. And then I did all this area and found one research station. That's what I'm talking about. It's like, oh. Look at this. This is the rifts. So I can go to here. Nice. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to light this little piece of crap cigarette up, take a drag off it, and then self-immolate. No, don't do that. Self-immolation, bad. I just caught something. Hold on. I'm good. I'm good. There we go. I wonder how much Google records all our voices and then tries to create software that could mimic our voices. That's pretty scary. I just had that thought. Like you could see something like that on a audio wave where it would be scratchy, but to you or me, it might be enough to fool somebody. But with current technology, you could bend those little edges up. Yeah, I can see how that could be done. Yep. So anyway, now we're going to go and tour to another place, and I'll show you some of the other stations and stuff, how they've changed things. You can see even in these images, like look at these planets too, eh? They're getting some whacked out looking planets, eh? Wow, man. I should turn that off. That's a leg right there, apparently. Game tells me that all the time, but I don't know. It's just you can't go to it, you can't crash into it. So, like, whatever. Oh, yeah. So, see this? This is the new. And they're all different, eh? Each faction has its own style of doing things, right? It's even got a little hospital on the side there I can see on the map thing, right? And one bug I think that they will fix is every time I come into a system, these things start doing their shields, like when you first generate the system. So if you jump into a system and immediately run over and attack a station, its shields will be almost zero. Like you can see that this one's coming up. It's only because I visited it before, right? But anyway, we'll get a little closer here so you can have a better look. I mean, the graphics, I know. But anyway, it'll look way better if you can... there goes the shield, so it'll go blurry for a second. And I'll just kind of turn this way. But that's the kind of things that they do, right? It's a lot less crappy looking. It's like an upgrade. So... visual upgrades, right? Anyway, I want to see where was that cattle farm shit. That was freaking hilarious, man. Moo 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 moo. Like, look at this one. That looks pretty trippy. Anyway, we're going into the unknown, Captain. Let's go up to here, and then we'll just fly this way or that way or this way. Better yet, the hell with it. Let's live a little. Go right up into here. Then I'll try some of these yellow dots and see what we come up with. Like right now, I'm. Let me get that. I only have 22,000 firepower, which my Battlestar Galactica has like 3-4 times that, right? But it's got way better weapons too. And I think they fixed a bug where you get better research items from research stations that are closer to the core. Okay? So it gives you something to kind of, go for, and you'll also, if you make your own weapons, you can always do better, okay? It's just sort of a, but you got to understand that certain things are illegal or dangerous to carry, and you have to get a license from every single faction you travel through beforehand, okay? Because if you don't do that, they'll get upset. It's like, be like you carrying a nuclear weapon on the back of your truck. I think the government wants to know you're doing it, and you have to have safety and licensing and everything to do it, right? In fact, they don't want you doing it. But anyway, that's just an example, right? If you were carting like 100 weapons somewhere, they'd want you to make sure your licenses for your weapons are all there and all that stuff, and that kind of thing, and know your route and da 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 da. That's basically kind of like the simulation of the game is. Nothing. Ooh, look at all the yellow dots. Yellow dots. Where am I to the core? I'm almost right in front of it, eh? Let's go here. Let's meet the natives. Just a second here. I gotta talk to my roommate. Hi, Cross. And one of the reasons why, Cross, I haven't been coming around is because of your little moderator model and his mouth, how he mouthed me off in one of Chester's chats. Just so you know, okay? I'm not a person that's into drama, okay? And if you're gonna be in a live stream about cults, and you're gonna try and start sitting there trying to bullshit people, right? You got to realize that somebody's going to call you out, which I did, right? And I even went back to Model's channel and posted a video of Trump, okay, saying exactly what I said he did, okay? Even Trump would have a problem with Model, okay? But basically what Model was trying to do was bullshit people so that it makes Trump seem like something he's not, right? He got up, he did something, he ordered it, and went off on his merry old little day, and somebody got a missile in the freaking head, or shot, over in Iran there, or Iraq. But anyway, I have a zero tolerance to it, and you know, he called me a piece of shit right on the live stream, and I said, "F you," and left. And then I went to your channel, and then I saw him as a moderator, so I went, no, I'm not even going to be here. Because that's what he does. He comes in, and he starts, you'll notice every time it'll get political, right? So I just wanted you to know that. Like, Cross is a good guy, everybody, but, you know, some of the people around him use him, and it annoys me, people like that, right? That's where, you know, I got no use for the guy. He doesn't do anything of any use to anybody, right? There's a reason why he has not got any subs in an entire year. I think he got one in an entire year, right? And just to show you the way I handled that, Cross, I ended up getting 30 or 40 subs within a couple of days because of it, okay? I didn't engage. I didn't go at him back. I just F you and left. Right? And I've just stayed away from all of that crap. I got no reason to be bothering with it, right? So, you know, that's just sort of one of those things where you go, it's too bad, you know. Cross helped me get my first 22 subs, everybody's, you know, like, he's a decent guy. You just got to be careful who's in the chat, you know, around him, you know. I sat there in another live stream with that Dillard guy, and he was stirring people up, okay, trying to get me going. Well, then he's off and he's even videotaping what he's doing it, right? Going into Twitter, mouthing off what other people are saying behind their backs, and it's just stirring up all kinds of shit. And then he wonders why he's in the position he is. If I were a businessman, I'd be looking at a person like that as somebody I wouldn't want to hire because he's going to cause nothing but trouble. And this is the whole thing about half of Comicsgate people is nothing but trouble. Right? The other half are good people that want to do the right things and do good stuff, like yourself. Unfortunately, it's the bad people, you know, you're only as good as who you hang around with, right? That's the saying my dad used to say, and I'm sure you've heard of it, right? I mean, I'm sitting here. I don't know why YouTuber recommended me one of the CG guys' stuff last night, but it was a thing about the state of Comicsgate, and I sat there watching this, going, yeah, they're all fighting and arguing amongst each other again, and they're still at it, and it's just nothing but drama, Cross. I don't need it. You know, I'm growing, I'm doing well, I'm doing my thing. I'm just going to sit back for a couple months here and save some money and get an upgrade on my PC, and then I can start doing some really cool things that I enjoy doing. And I know that other people enjoy, because in the past, some of the Unreal Engine stuff that I've done has been some of my better traffic. All right? I put out a thing on Twinmotion. You want to get a job, go get the Unreal Engine and then click on Twinmotion, download that, and start learning how to do architecture. You'll get a job, guaranteed. I mean, what's going to happen is basically in the industry you have Autodesk, right, to do AutoCAD, right? But this Twinmotion thing is slowly replacing that, right? They're using a game engine to slowly piece out different sections of it to do that, and that's a neat thing. That's really cool. The other thing is, then they made the assets for Twinmotion available to us game guys, so that we could actually then, if you created something like that, we can go back and forth now and create a video game based on your architecture, right? So you could put in, what is it, 3D models of people walking around and different crap like that, right? I just find it weird that last night suddenly a CG gets a thing recommended to me, and then, you know, you're over here saying hi and stuff, and I'm like, you know, see, they don't care, Cross, about you, and that's the whole thing. Their whole thing is just about themselves. That's something you need to realize quickly. This is the whole thing. Like, I know it's the conservative mantra: me, 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 and my wallet. Okay, and I'll help your wallet if it helps my wallet. That's the whole point, man. You'll understand that if you get older. Okay. And if you're no longer if you're disabled, you're no longer in the game of making money like that. You're now part of their target of whatever, and you don't realize that. Okay. And I'm not saying go lefty or go liberal or nothing like that. You don't need to, right? You can keep your Christian values. You can keep your, you know, anti-SJW ideals and everything else, and you don't need to go full stupid towards that stuff. You just keep it. It's not that you're ignoring it, right? You just look at it like these people are nuts, right? They're just nuts. The far left and the far right can't exist without each other. Okay? So when they sit there and they yell back at one side, the other side yells back, and then they yell back, and so on. It's never ending, and it gets boring, and it gets it's too negative. It's too bloody negative. And I've defended a bunch of them guys, and I'll tell you one thing: the SJWs that were attacking them shut the hell up when I appeared. They know who I am, okay? Right? They never come back at me. They know better. I'm not kidding you. Even on Twitter, no one bothers me. You know? It's just one of those things where I've got, better things to do again, right? You know. Like, look at this video game, man. Each of these is a star system, right? You think I'm going to be busy for a while, right? You know, and you can multiplayer with this. $20, man. $20. Look at that. It's huge, man. This is just the edge of the galaxy here. All right. Wow. There's 1,000,000 star systems in here, right? Now you think that's 1/100th of the number of star systems that the Milky Way actually has. So this is 100th smaller than what the Milky Way would be like. So you could put like 10 of these across, and go 10 up, and then you would have the equivalent of 100 billion. No, wait a minute. 100. So it'd be wait. I'm off by a little factor. 100,000 times smaller, right? And that's the size of the Milky Way, and this would take you a year to get most of the map done easily. But anyway, help Cross out if you guys got a spare buck. I mean, his comic's a good one. It's Canadian Shield. I was, if the Unreal people, every time I go to do something, they wouldn't keep updating and forcing me to mess around with stuff. I would have had a 3D model made up for Unreal Engine for Cross and been integrating it into some little cinematic stuff and been doing a lot of other things. I think the better thing to do, and the smarter and logical thing for me, is to say, I need better hardware. So I've got to wait. I'm not sitting here begging for any money from anybody. I'm going to wait, save the money up, get the PC, and then go forward. Okay? If that takes 2 or 3 more months, then 2 or 3 more months it is. Okay? And to tell you guys how I'm doing it, I've got a bunch of food banks around me. Okay? Soup kitchen up the street, etc. And they have really good food banks here in Peterborough where you can go every other day and get bread and pastries, so you never not eat. I'm gonna so I'm gonna spend the next couple of months eating not quite as well as you should, but I'm gonna save a shit ton of money so that I can get the PC, so that I can move forward, and then I'm going to actually then be able to make a few bucks here and there. Right? No, I'm not looking to get rich either. if I can make a couple $1,000s a year, that's fine. We're allowed to make on disability now in Ontario, Canada, up to $6,000 a year, and keep our disability. And that's a increase. It used to be $200 a month, right? And then they would take half your money. And so if you made $300, right, you get to keep 200, and then the next $100, right? They take $50 off your check, so that $100 was like you making only 50, right? Kind of felt like slave labor in a way, and then it gave you the incentive not to do anything after that. I mean, if you're intelligent, if you're physically disabled, not mentally disabled, you'd be going, well, I'm not doing any more than $200 a month then, right? The idea is to stimulate the economy and get smart people who are sitting around with lots of spare time to do things. And this is why I applaud Premier Ford, who is a conservative, for doing this. Okay? Now, mind you, changing the definition of disability I might have an issue with, because I have an anxiety, what's called a chemical anxiety, where my lungs were exposed to some chlorine, where I have a little bit of a breathing problem. I also had a sciatic nerve problem, which was, it's just a bucket load of freaking pain now and then, and I have no control of when I get this pain. And it's so, and you would think a screwed up back like that, like you imagine telling your employer, I gotta go lay down on the floor right now or go home. And how many people are gonna employ you? None, right? Okay. So, what do you get the disability for? Something where you have a little bit of a breathing problem, right? Which gives you what they call anxiety, right? Or the bad back. You'll get it for the anxiety and not the bad back. And that's the problem that I have with the system to begin with. But changing the definition might screw me up and cause a whole lot of us to have to go through the whole process again of getting re-enabled, right? And on top of that, my vision, after coming off all this pain medicine for 17 years, my vision's going. It's incredible. And I warned the doctor when I went off one time and I told him that. And I don't know. Am I even able to hurt this guy? Wow. Let's move up on him then. Whoops. Oh, I didn't want to hit him. Oh, Jesus. Freaking leg did that to me too, eh? Yeah, let's fight in a salvage yard, eh? Oh my God. I can't shoot him. Can't shoot him. There we go. My weapons that go through shields are not working. Oh sure, hit me with a torpedo, you bugger. Good. The anti-weapons worked. Whoa, leg. Yeah, and then after you kill somebody, it's okay. This is a bug. It's definitely a bug. Because after he's dead, you need a salvage license in order to salvage anything or attack anything or anything like that. So, well, this is part of beta testing, eh? This is newly out the other day. And hey, Cross, if you pick this game up on Steam, it's called Avorion, Avorion. I would even multiplayer with you. I would set up a multiplayer server and we could have you stream it and have some fun with that. You know, like that's the kind of thing that, you know, I would trust you, you see. I wouldn't trust Model. I'm sorry, but the guy, you know, after he's pulled that shit, he can go screw himself. And you know what pissed me off? Okay. The other thing about was that Doug TenNapel guy, you know. Oh yeah, I'll do a live stream with you. You know, this is the creator of the game Worms, right? And yeah, I'll do a live stream with you. And then I go back to him, right? I set up a page for him. I did a lot of promoing stuff, and then he goes, "I'll only come on if I'm going to steal your subs," right? And then E. Ortiz, when he found out about this situation, he went and he deleted, okay, that live stream. Yeah, this is the kind of shit that I'm talking about with some people, right? I'm kind of like sick of this, of that, them whole, whatever. I got to get out of this system. It's just going to get me in trouble with that group of peoples. Come on, let's go out here. Over here, and then I will lessen my graphics a bit so I can do things a bit better. But yeah, like I say though, like, and the other thing to say too, if Model brings up me or anything like that, or he has behind my back, you can just tell him that Trump actually signed an order 6 months before that guy got killed. Okay, Trump did it. He didn't go to committee about it. He didn't do anything else about it. Okay, he actually signed an order that he then handed off to the Pentagon and CIA. Okay, so you wanna do a little bit more of your research before you open your mouth there, Model, whatever. That's what I'm talking about. That's why a lot of people listen to some of the things I say, is because I don't just sit here and put out bullshit every day. You want to know why I didn't put out the story about Bill Gates and his giant-sized yacht? Because I knew it was fake. All right? I couldn't find any source other than the Guardian's page. Okay? And they've been known to be putting out fake news. And then what comes out today? It's all fake news. Oh boy, these guys are at war with me. Oh, they're hostile. Okay, so let's change. See, this is something you can do here. Watch this. This is a neat thing. So if you get into a situation like this, you go over to this thingy. We're going to become good buddies with these guys. See? Space hippies. We're all space hippies here. Yeah, that's it. You do that, and then you do this. And turn them into your allies. Ha 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 ha. Whee! Now I have friends in the middle. Now I can get the good toys, boys and girls. Dun, dun. Yeah. So yeah, like it's just a whole bunch of bleh. Okay. Like, and I could go back to where I defended Tug, right, against Remphamus. Okay, on Twitter. Remphamus just went right, shut up, and then Tug's buddy, who didn't know who I was, attacked me, and I just obliterated him. Then we both get banned on Twitter, and then unbanned once we both talked to Twitter that, hey, we're actually friends and we didn't know, blah blah blah. And then I go into I'm sitting there and I see Cecil having a hard time one day with somebody, and so Blender gave out an image, and I got this wasp, cool looking wasp thing. It's like a big bug man. I post the image and say, don't let him bug you there. And he had me banned. He reported me. So don't tell me that some of these guys are okay, right? That's just, he didn't know who I was and thought I was doing something with him probably, right? But you don't hear any of these people ever apologize for doing anything wrong. They're always above, I never got a thanks from Tug. I never got, any of these people. So I don't really care about them, okay? I just do my own thing. If somebody asks me if I'm Comicsgate or anything like that, I go, I don't have anything to do with comics other than I got a couple of friends that do make indie comics. That's my gig on it, okay? And I'm part of the Fandom Menace, which I like the Star Wars, and I don't like the direction that Star Wars, Star Trek, Doctor Who, and every other science fiction show has gone, because they're all going stupid. There, I think I got it all out in one shot. All the direction they're going is not healthy for kids, let alone adults. This is why I play games like this. I don't have to put money into those buggers' hands, right? This is why I don't watch AAA TV. This is why I don't review any of these places. I don't review the shows. I don't review this. I don't review that, because I'd have to give them money to do that. And by doing that, I'm actually helping them. Okay? Yeah. You only need one reviewer of anything. All right? That's your wallet. I need a smoke now. Yeah, that felt good. Okay, let's roll this cigarette now. I got some papers. We'll get some papers. Alright, Chief. Give me a second here. Yeah. Might as well sit and chat doing this. Yeah. Well, of course he has. He got embarrassed. Listen, man. I think he realized. I think he realized that what he did was wrong. Number one. Number two, you don't do that in a chat in YouTube, okay, anymore. Okay, you don't get into arguments like that. Okay. You know, I could have technically, if I was a jerk, Cross, I could have reported him for that, and he would have been in serious trouble, right? And I didn't, and that just shows you I don't need their rules to do that kind of thing. Okay. And you got to remember, man, most of the people that are subscribed to me are already monetized. All right, the average sub level of my users is like 3 or 4,000 people. So when I'm approaching 500 subs, that average is getting close to 2 million people I can reach, right, via my people, and that's a little bit of a nice thing, you know. And yeah, Model's probably not been around because, you know, you go around mouthing people off like that, eventually you have nowhere else to go. I mean, do you think I want to go back to Chester's chat anymore? No. Chester didn't do anything about it. He didn't stop the guy getting mouthy with me. Right? Chester's part of the problem too, and he does it in a clever way. He does it in the smart way that you're supposed to do things, like I would do, right? You know how sometimes I spell improperly, right? So Chester got on to me one day about it, and then I started noticing that I wasn't spelling wrong. He was just saying I was now, right? Even it's just to kind of try and get you going, and that's part of the thing. I just ignore it, and when it doesn't get a rise out of him, that's it. The problem I had was, I like people to learn and know things properly. I don't care about the politics of it or the religious end of it or any of that jazz, right? And so I might run into certain situations where I'm around people that have views that are strong, I'll say, right? And this is where you then go, oh, well, I could have not said something, but then I don't feel right if I don't speak up. That's that free speech in me, right? What Model wants you to do is to shut up and just think and talk the way he does. Okay? That's the problem with people like that. Okay? Basically what he would like it that if the situation were reversed and it was all the conservatives in charge of tech getting rid of the liberals, he'd be perfectly fine with it then. Right? He wouldn't be sitting there going, whatever. And I get the same feeling from even a guy like Steven Crowder and his friends, right? Because where was Crowder when all this COPA stuff was going on and all these other... He doesn't care. He's got his mug club money. That's the conservative way, right? And I don't blame him, really. That's fine. You know, do whatever do your thing, right? Everyone does their thing, right? And I hope you licensed Dillard to use that buckler guy in your universe too. Like that was another thing, because I seen what Dillard. I see. I just get the feeling like Dillard's gonna pull one on you and make a bunch of money and run off with it. You know. But I know he's helped you with some stuff, so that's cool. So I just didn't. Other issues I had with him, I just kept it to myself then, right? Because that's what you do. But in a sense, right? Uh, there's he hangs out with people that would get you in trouble in a heartbeat, and he likes starting it up. He's that kind of guy that will, while he's talking to you, right? He's trying to get you to say something, and then he's turning around and telling other people, right? That's I just don't like hanging around with people like that. They're two faced, right? I don't need it. It's one of those jazzy things where uh, the amount of you remember when we first met, the amount of stuff I've learned on the Unreal Engine since we first met is just incredible. The amount of tutorials and stuff I have is just incredible, right? So anyway, getting back to this, so we're in the new beta of Avorion. I've turned down my graphics so that it's a little bit less laggy, and I wanted to show you guys, see what this station now looks like. Okay, this is just sort of I'll get over to it. And you'll also notice that each faction has a different kind of ship design to them. This one looks kind of neat, right? Yeah. Instead of these sticky little whatever things that they used to have, right? And you can just get a feel of wonder when you start looking at some of this stuff. You got to remember too, Cross, this PC is an old one. I'm just looking at the chat for comments and stuff. Yeah, it's an old PC, right? Let's see what this station looks like. Oh, look at that one. It's got all that stuff on it. This is what I've been doing like since this thing came out. I want to go check out all the stations, right? You know. This is kind of the picking the wrong ship to go running around doing this. And if you're tuning in, I'm just showing off some of the new stations that they came up with for this Avorion game here. And in the creative mode, they also added, just so you guys can see, this thing here. I'll let it pop up. This here, so that you can hop in and get a load of all the features. If you wanted to create some crafting and stuff, you can do that. So you can get a handle on some of the features in the game for crafting and different stuff like that. You can add crew. If you go like this, gives you a bunch of mods that you can put into your ship, which go in here, right? Okay. And as you can see, I'm almost purpled myself everywhere. It's just woo. Yep. And I got a mod that was making these things 4 times bigger than what they usually are. Therefore, I have like a lot of spaces for guns. These are all the weapons I have on my ship. There's my leg. And as you can see, the 1 through 7 at the bottom, if you hit the 1 key, turns off those weapons. Okay, you can do that with your thing. That way, in case you get trigger happy and you do something like I usually accidentally do, is go oops, and do something like that and blow up an enemy, and then you're in trouble, right? What's this guy? Clan, whatever. And you can even click on a guy like this and then change your alliances with him too, which is kind of handy. And so what I've been doing is basically you just run around looking for equipment docks and research labs. Now I don't need the equipment docks, I just need research labs. Now all day yesterday after I went off the live stream, okay, I did everything you can see in the screen here, and I found 1 research lab. Where is it? Down here, I think. Where are you? Hold on here. Oh, is it this one? Yeah, there it is right there. And it's not even on the path. Yeah, and how do you get that? There's a little item you can buy and it gives you a map, right? And it's just like, whoa. Now where am I again? Oops. Let's do one of these. And the other feature that he's added for everyone that you can do is, okay, now that they've done this thing where they can modify the stations and ships, now we can go in and create a faction like the Federation, and everything you see will be Federation based. So you could go in and design these heavy. I would go back to the FASA books because they got hundreds of ships and things, and then you got a cargo hauler. You know, you can go in and see what's different stations were like, right? So you do some different things for a steel factory, and you create the ships, and then you save them to the server directory, and it would serve them out, right? Or as part of the mod, it would bring it locally to you, and then whatever, right? But then you could do a Klingon faction, and then you do the Romulan. I mean, this is something you could develop over time, right? Be kind of like the Stellaris Star Trek thing, and you could do the same thing for Star Wars. And maybe even Babylon 5, because I noticed there's a lot of ships that were done for Babylon 5 in this game. So, oh, pirates. Oh, excuse me, pardon me. Ah. Barely hurt them in this area. Gotta get some new weapons, boys. Come on, hit them. Get in there closer. We'll work something out, Cross. I mean, I'll next time you're on, I'll drop in, and I just want to see, because I also noticed that certain people started showing up whenever I did. It's like somebody would be calling them to say, hey, yeah, he's over there. Let's go, come on. And I'm like, you know, like I said, you're a really laid back guy. I've had lots of fun with you, and you're good people. You try and help everybody, which is the way you should be. And it's just other people around you, I don't think they're so noble. You know what I'm saying? You know? And you're too nice a guy to, you know, tell them, say, hey, leave my friend alone, you know? I gotta stick up, and also, you're Canadian, I gotta stick up for you. You know? That's, yeah, there you go. Right? Okay, we'll get rid of this guy. Oh, maybe not. This ship, just the turning is so slow. Come on. There we are. There we go, hit him there. Oh, here he comes. Jeez, I've done nothing to him. Hit him. Look at that, he's booking her. Trying to run. He hurt me. He's got my shields down a bit. He's flying right off. I'll bump into him here, watch this. Maybe not. Gotcha. And then you see those little pieces of things come off, that's your loot. And you just kind of try and not hit the big piece there. And just fly over to it. I usually like to get above it, and I just kind of, there we go. So yeah. Oh yeah. Don't worry about things, man. It'll all work out in the end. Yeah. Well, see, the thing is, he's playing off your intellectual property, where I hope he's done something for it. Like I know he did that cover art. All right. I hope that was part of the deal. Maybe that would be cool. You know, that kind of thing, right? I just want to make sure that you. This is why Pixel Trader actually had me, around you guys, was to make sure that people didn't screw around. Okay. That included somebody was saying that the war campaign was bugging you guys, and like I say, if I can see why they would bother certain people, because they're easy to get going, and you know, but there some of you, there's no reason for certain. And I had a good chat with some of them, and I'm on decent terms with a lot of people, and you got no problems with me, and so therefore I'm just like, just lay off this so and so and so and so, right? Yeah, you know. But if someone came, if model came to me and got crybaby about somebody bugging them, I would just say, well, you called me a couple of names there one day. Why should I help you? You know. That's right, Willie. Us Canadians, we got to stick together, man. That's right. Yep. 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 It's a pretty thick Canadian channel today, boys and girls. I almost feel like standing up saying our national anthem. The original one. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. Oh, I got damaged again, eh? Well, in creative mode, we don't have to worry about it so much. I'm gonna have to get some bigger weapons, man. Have to get some bigger weapons, man. Find an equipment dock that's bigger. Let's see here. Wrong one. This one. How much damage did he do? Barely anything. Barely anything. My guys can repair. So I got a repair crew, some engineers, eh? Okay, let's go to the next star system and see if we can find our equipment dock and see if we can find some better toys. Yeah. So I got another friend of mine that I had been talking to that's was doing a Blender mod to help with rigging. And he's just so busy, I just decided, well, I'm just going to leave him alone, right? And like I'm doing different things and on the what do you call it, scenery side, and they're making it real pissy for guys like me to do stuff in a decent fashion, because they keep upgrading this thing called a bridge, and every time they do it I gotta uninstall it, okay, change my passwords on 2 different places including Unreal's site, in order and then reinstall the software and then put the plugin in and then do this. Can you imagine having to do that every couple of weeks? Constantly, right? And you took a week off, right, kind of thing, and you go to do whatever else. And you got a game channel and this kind of thing. You just go, I'm just done. I'm just gonna wait until I get the PC and then deal with this stuff. By then they'll have upgraded it 50 freaking times, And that's the thing with upgrade schedules. I haven't touched Blender since 2.80 something, and they're on 2.82 now, right? Every time I turn around, they're upgrading, and updating, and new this and that, and I can't get any proper tutorials because the guys that are now doing the tutorials, the only ones left are guys that put them behind paywalls and make you pay a Patreon fee. So it's no different than using Maya or Autodesk. So there's another situation that's going to start popping up, is you have a very small group of people who are non-English, who are going to get used by the industry at subpar wages and subpar pays to do this stuff, and they're the only ones that know it, and they're not putting out tutorials properly. Okay? Like Blender got a whole crap ton of money from Unreal, and their rigging tutorial, the rig is still not out of that paywall. I mean, shame on you, Blender. Free and open source? No, I don't think so. Free only up to this point, and then you got to pay the rest of the way. The whole system they have for mods just means that a whole bunch of smart people would just go create the code for anything useful and make you pay for it. The rest of the Blender is just useless then, right? That's my opinion on that whole blah. Color me purple if I'm wrong, because I don't think I am, and go ahead. I dare anybody to start trying to learn Blender and go and find a proper rigging tutorial. Go ahead. Let me know when you find one. And it's not just do this, do this, do this, do this. Why are you doing that? Why are you... That's a tutorial. Teachers teach you things, okay? That's the thing with a tutorial that none of these guys are doing, is they're not teaching people why they're doing things. Maybe they don't even know themselves. That's maybe it, right? I just was flicking buttons and this worked. Okay. I do that in the Unreal Engine, and I have ways of doing things, and I have no reason to understand what I'm doing, right? I'd have to go over to their website and look up what I was doing to see what it actually does, right? And until I get a better PC, there's just no way I'm doing streaming, right? Any PC, you know what? I could get a PC next month for $300, okay? That would be better than this thing, right? Take pieces out of this one, like the RAM, and I'd be golden, right? But I want to then have a PC that I'm not going to have to do that again next year, and you know, every year. Think about it. This has lasted 8 years. I've spent basically, this PC has cost me $200 a year, maybe less than that, about $175 a year, right? So when you think of all the things I'm able to do and have done with it, right? I've made money with this thing. I made my money back, so that's another point to make. Just in savings and on free games, okay? Like, that's another point to make, right? Well, let's see here. Nothing in here I want. No equipment dock. We'll go to the next system. Look at all these little yellow dots are special areas. Maybe we'll go to one. I'll show you what one looks like. We'll go to one. You might have to go to a few. Sometimes it's just like there's like a giant asteroid you can mine, right? That has like 200,000 ore instead of the regular 5 or 10. Nope. There we go. You'll notice from yesterday that my jump times are quicker too. It's because I've got a purple or a legendary hyperspace thing. Yeah, I'll spend some time here and just sort of show you guys what each thing kind of does too. It's this game, I'm telling you, man, if they created a game like this, non-voxelated, where it was, you know, you could get more rounded edges and things, that you could create ships like this, it would sell like hotcakes. Like if I were the guy that developed this game, I'd be looking at doing the next game non-voxelated. And yeah, you're going to need better hardware and better computers to play that game, but you'll still have this game, right? So you have the two games, right? So these are the Zotan floating around. Now these things here, okay, that's where they breed from. They eat ore, and then they crawl out of there like little insects. It's creepy. And they leave you alone until you touch something over there, and then they all attack you. See? That's their ships there. Look at that, eh? Look at that. That looks crazy. Look at the weaponry on that sucker, eh? Jeez. That's a crazy looking ship. That's procedurally generated by the new system he put in here. So that's what one of those looks like. There's another one too that looks really trippy. You go in and there's like this giant ring of rocks, and in the center is a ship. Oh, I won't spoil it. It's just it's trippy. Let's just say this: be ready if you ever think of attacking it. There we go. Yeah. And that figurine that you had made there, that's actually pretty cool. It's too bad I didn't have some spare change to go and afford to buy one of those. That's actually pretty cool, you know, that you found a guy that can actually make those for you. See, like with the Unreal Engine, they gave us all these Paragon characters. Now, if you made a game, right, based on the Unreal Engine, you're allowed to commercially use all the models and things. I could technically then have a guy like that go and make models for them and make a buck off them, right? Like that's because it's all part and parcel of a game package. You could have it as a, a founders edition. You do those crazy things that AAA guys do, and you would be like, you know, and then you have somebody like yourself do up a comic based on it, right? Have that as part of the package, right? And you get a little piece of the, monetary whatever, right? That's how you do these licensing deals in the background of these different things. People don't realize how much I figured out about how to do most of this stuff. It's just, I lost. It cost me. I would have had this PC 6, 7, 8 months ago, if not for an idiot roommate that I just want to. I don't even want to go there. It's just creepy and disgusting. Just creepy and disgusting. We'll leave it there. And besides, I'm one of those kinds of guys that, you know what? I wish Model was here when I was saying this stuff, because I don't like saying something behind someone's back, just like I don't like saying something about someone else who ain't here. Because there ain't nothing I wouldn't say to someone's face that I won't say to you, And the other thing that kind of has me about Dillard a little bit was when he found out I was a Irish white guy, he got a little snotty about that, because I get the feeling he's a tad bit racist towards white people. It's that, and Ortiz, yeah, he's an all right guy. He's good, but he's just so middle of the road that any controversy and he runs away from it. Like, I get that though. That I'm kind of like, I don't need it either. I got better things to do. That's my stance on that, right? There's a lot of Canadians around me now, eh? Like Seabass and whatnot, and Willie here, and other Canadians, right? We're building a nice little Canadian little network going on here, which is cool, right? Got lots of foreign gamers too, like Stevie DVD and his friends, right? And I don't care for all the politics, right? I don't need it. I play video games, man, and I make little animations and play with video game code and different stuff. That's what I do, right? Now, if I can help people out, get them together, and do some neat and fancy pants stuff for YouTube, well, I will, but patience, right? Right? That's kind of one of those things where you got to have it. I'd love to be able to just do everything all at once, but that's not how the universe works. Unfortunately, look at this. It's just yellow everywhere, man. These Zoten are all over the place, I bet you. Now, the thing with killing those guys is you get these little blue bits that come off of them, and you put them together, then it becomes a yellow bit. You get 5 of those yellow bits, it becomes an orange bit. You get 5 of the orange bits, it becomes a key that you need. Right? And you do these missions and you get more keys. Look at that ship. Ooh. Trippy. You'd think it would have the engines at the other end, but it's gone sideways. It must be really bloody windy out today. I'm seeing Yeah. Anyway. So anyhow, long story short, whatever. I'll drop by when next time you do your noon hour or whatever, and what I'll do is I'm gonna just pop in and I'll just sit there for a bit, without saying much. Just know that I'll be there. You'll know by the count, right? You know, it's just because as soon as I post, I just know. Like it just seems like certain people just start showing up, you know, because I'm there, right? And he's got some kind of beef with me, right? Like, what did I ever do to Model? Nothing, nothing. Never done anything to this guy, but it's just like one of those things where certain people you just don't get along with because they're the way they are. There's something wrong with them or something. I heard him one day talking about how he bought some comics and they never arrived. That has nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? Why are you bitching about it? You take the risk, you take that's how it works, brother. But so like since having just gone off and done my own thing, Cross, I've doubled the size of my channel. That should tell you something, okay? That should tell you something, all right? And I've even had little hiccups with YouTube giving me a little bit of grief here and there, but still, I'm growing, okay? I'll be monetized according to Social Blade by August, maybe even before that. And I'm constantly beating that metric. So the idea is to get this PC and get on to doing stuff, right? So, yeah. Like I saw Jay's 2 cents there the other day for about 1,000 American, which is what, $1,400 Canadian or something like that. A PC that would be 6 times better than mine, right? So, say I saved $250 a month, 4 months. Okay, there you go. All right. So February, March, April, May. So May. Got a brand new $1,000 PC. I mean, they're even selling PCs at $300 that are about almost equivalent to the one I got now. So, anyway. Alright, we'll just tour over there, have a sip of coffee. I am free of Yorkshire tea. Oh, my lighter just went out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, hold on. What's going on here? I gotta do that. These Zippos, eh? What's going on here? What's going on with my Zippo here? Something's wrong with it. Hold on a minute, folks. Gotta fix this. Okay, we're just doing a little repair work here. Probably the flint's gone out of it. is how long it takes to change a flint on a Zippo lighter. Whee! One must know what they're doing after all. Check this out, eh? Look at this station. Let's go have a look. Now, I'll turn the graphics up here. Looks like crap right now. Okay. Why is it there? Okay. Go to none. Still crappy looking. Let's go up a little higher. Okay. There we go. It's neat. I like the look of this. It's cool. Makes it look like a real station, you know, compared to what it was before, you know. It has that look of, yeah, this is a real station. And nothing else in here. Alright, let's move to the next place. Be a mite bit laggy, but at least when we're turning around we can see things, which is nice. There's that double boom boom. Never did that before either. Yeah, now this light's better. So that's what it was. The flint gets low, it starts not working right. Nothing in here. Up to the next one. Pop out of there. Now you could go through a gate if you didn't have a fast enough hyperdrive. Pilot's cabin. Oh, and another thing that was added a little while ago. I'll show you in the crew thing here, which kind of makes sense too, right? See, you can clone your guys, so you bring over a couple of these guys, and then it clones them and then puts them back there, right? And it'll take a certain amount of time. You can train guys to make them better, right? Like if I put 2 guys in there, then they'll come back as trained gunners and they'll go up a level, right? And then this percentage here goes up, and then you'll be doing better, right? I can only do 3 at a time because I only have a little small school, but I trained a captain that way, which is kind of neat. Anyway, this has that cyberpunk feeling, right? It's like that in space. Check that out. A wheat farm. Huh. There's a cow farm. There it is. Sheep ranch. Oh, it's a sheep ranch. This is really neat. I like that. See, if I turn reflections on, the surface of my ship gets reflected I'll show you that. I'll show you some graphic settings too while I'm here. Then go up here. Where is it? You can turn the fog on so that like nebula look really nebulous. I guess is the word. Let's see. Backgrounds. Where is it? Reflections. Particles. Where was it? Which one was it here? I do not want to put shadows on. Shadows are... That's weird. It should... It should be reflective now. I'm wondering if... It's weird. Let me see something. Now, you see how that looks better? I don't know. It's not showing the reflections anymore. I don't know why. Hold on here. Let me try something. Stay with compatibility. We're at SS 1.5. Background. Do I want bloom? What's bloom do? Ooh, don't want to do that. That looks terrible. Ambient inclusion's on. Background's low. Let's go to high. Planets. Let's leave that there. See what that does. Ooh, trippy. I see what it did. Ooh, look at that cloud over there. It's starting to look a little more, Whoa, look at that station. So there's your wheat farm. So it kind of makes sense that it would be spread out like that, like a whole bunch of, you know? What's this one? This is like a trading hub. Oh, wrong one. Glass manufacturer. That's trippy too, right? Anyway, let's just keep going. Looking for an equipment dock. Yes, man. We need to find one. Yeah. Yeah, man. Arg. Arg. Boom. See, and the other thing, Cross, was some of the people that are around me, right, that are Canadians, a couple of people that were, shall we say, a little bit of troublemakers in the CG community were suddenly starting to hang around with somebody else, and I saw a chat where somebody got political in it, just kind of like how a certain other person does. And so when the stream was over, I just left a comment. I don't want politics in my video games. Right? I don't. Okay? Like, you don't need to have them when you're in the games, right? Take it outside the game. Take it outside the game to a forum where you can have a proper civilized discussion about it rather than rage, especially in games where there's competition, right? People get my side, your side, my side, your side, my side, your side. You're not with us, you're against us. There's no gray areas in anything. Meanwhile, reality is never like that. Ever. Ever. I've been in the military. I know all about everything that I need to know. Okay? There's just... I've served our country, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got my honorable discharge. Shields will protect you from collision damage. Yeah, you got to try docking with a station like that. Oh, it's tricky because the docking parts are these little sticks that come out there. I end up going to the bottom part, trying to figure it out. That's why it's good to have this sort of saucer section. You can aim it up and down and around and sideways a little better than a pointy little stick where you might bounce into something. So, did I leave my... Okay, I got my coffee mug over there. Ooh, look at all the stations in here. See what I mean about stations? Look at this one. Look at that. Turret factory, eh? That's where we make our guns. Yes, yes, yes. Look at that one. See what I mean? I just sit here clicking on all these, checking them all out, going, oh, that's neat. Look at this one. It's all brand new again. Yes, yes. Oh, fighter factory. Make fighters over there. Ooh. Anyway, nothing in there. Where am I going here? Come on, scan it. There we go. So this is a neat game because it's a little bit relaxed. You can go to some areas and just mine and trade and and then if you want a little more of the fighting and everything, you go towards the center and it allows for different types of gameplay all across the board, which makes this game kind of fun in that sense. And you got trading to players, you got trading to alliances. You can create your own alliance. You can build stations like you see here. You can build these things and put them in the game. They can trade with other players. They can make you money and there's a whole bunch of stuff here in this game, right? And I'm sure other YouTubers have done playthroughs on showing people stuff like that, so there's no sense reinventing the wheel, right? That's where, sometimes I just don't do the same thing as everyone else, right? I'm just showing you this is the easiest mode you can have in the game, I think. Well, I mean, I'm not even on easiest difficulty, but in creative mode, you're allowed, it's like to build. It's a building mode, right? Being creative, all right? And this is how I experiment with the different ships that the guys make, is I bring them into creative mode and then I start testing them out. Like what you'll see here is some modifications that I've done, right? I modified this section here. I've added this that I'll have to fix. I've added a couple of things here, right? I've begun putting this in. I'm going to eventually fill this all in here and then just bring a piece of this straight down like this, kind of over top, right? You got to leave a space in there so that these things are useful. I don't know what I'm going to do to the ends here, but they need to be done with because it makes it functional, right? And there's little bits underneath that I'll be doing as well. And, and then the underneath here, this is so that it's roll, and over here you see this yellow part that's left and right is 0.09. It won't go white until I think 0.12 or more, or I don't know, I forget, but you can mitigate it a lot and then it becomes a little bit more of a useful ship, right? I got the roll dealt with by putting a bunch of gyroscopes in, and another problem is the deceleration of this ship, right? It actually decelerates quite slowly compared to the Battlestar Galactica. Anyway, but you can see how long this ship is. It's 2,200 meters long, right? And the width, it's 1,000 meters wide. It's huge. It's huge. A Galaxy class starship has a fifth of the crew. Just to tell you how much bigger this might be. And it's quite well designed. I mean, another thing I did was I added what I did was I copied this nacelle into the clipboard, and then I put this underneath to add extra acceleration so I can actually move the ship, right? This would be like a dreadnought class vessel, okay? This is a warship. This is we're coming to get you. Anyway. Just like to explain that once in a while, you know. Somebody new going, hey, what's this game? You know, what's it called? It's called Avorion, and it's in. He says he's coming out of early access on Steam uh, in the summer, or he's going full 1.0 in the one in the summer. It's kind of I'm using a beta right now, so I don't know how you're in early access if I'm using a beta. You know, the terminologies are just for legal crap that you can get away with more on early access and you know stuff like that than you can with a beta. I don't understand that, but that's the way the rules worked. Nothing in here, no equipment docks, and we'll go over here. Once I find one, I'll buy a map, and then I won't have to be doing all this running around for things. And we'll slowly turn around. Some of you might be asking, well, you got all those extra spots for weapons. Why don't you put them on? I go, I don't need them. All right, that's the keeping them for a big honking space gun when I find the equipment dock. This won't light now. There we go. And that little blue thing you see there, that's a hangar bay. You can put fighters inside those and then command them and tell them to attack, defend. You can have mining fighters, you can have salvaging fighters, even cargo fighters. It's just trippy. Cargo shuttles. And then you have boarding ships that you can actually board other people's ships and take over their ship. Yeah, that little banging you hear is because it's really windy outside. I don't see any equipment docks. To the next place. What's this? Distressing. I can't handle. I need better weaponry before I go in there. It's a trap anyway. Most of the time they are. Good thing is that now I'm able to zip around a little quicker in between the systems. Look at that, eh? So if I'm 1.5 up, that means it's 720 times 1.5, so it'd be like 1,000, almost 1080p right there. So we don't want to go above 1.5 sampling. Alright. Times 2 would be 1440p. Which is at the edge of what this card can actually even handle. That little flip it does is the tiny bit of entrance lag. I'll solve this damn door in a minute. Give me a second. Let's do this. Gotta get facing it. Come on. See how slow it turns? Okay, I'll fix the door. Oh. One thing after another. Good time for a coffee break. Yeah. Let's see here. Go back into the chat for a little bit. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, true enough. True enough. And the other thing to remember about us Canadians is it may seem strange, okay, but about 85% of the population of Canada is on the internet, okay? At one point it dropped way down, okay? So if you think we have 40 million people, there's about 30 million of us on the internet, okay? That's a lot of people, okay? Now, mind you, there are actually 4 billion people on the internet, right? But see, there's the shiny bits. That's what I wanted you to see, how shiny that looks when you get the sunlight at it. It looks kind of cool that way, right? It's reflective. And then you got the sun blocking the sunlight, right? Yeah. Cool. Cool that way. Yes, yes. Neat. Interesting. The other game I was going to get back into was the Rebel Galaxy game. It's kind of a space piratey kind of a game. After I do this one, I'm going to take like a 3-minute break and 3 or 4-minute break and go get a copy and continue on here. The things you need is a bit more rare, which is cool because it'll make you go around more. That looks like a Cylon freighter. Wonder what they're doing out here, Apollo. Little 1978 Battlestar Galactica reference. When his brother Zach and him went out for a patrol and Zach got shot down on the way back. Really sad. Really sad. And you know what's weird at the time is everybody called that show a bit pessimistic, but when you look back at considering today's television shows, it's a lot more optimistic in a lot of ways than today's shows. Color-wise, the fun people had in the bars, right? You know, back then, the 70s. By the time old Ronald Reagan rolled around, that was it for that. Yep. See, and there was another guy in a chat we were discussing some of the disabilities and pain and stuff, right? And this one guy who was all political, he's going, "Oh, it's all in your head, this pain and everything," right? I'm like, "Yeah, okay. I'll tell you what. You come over here where I live. We'll go to Discord. I'll tell you where I live. You come on over here, and I'll screw your back up in the exact same way. And when you get this pain, you can come back in this chat and tell people that." And Seabass was like, "Yeah, man, he knows. Kronos knows exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. Because weak people aren't able to handle this much pain all the time. They just aren't. Okay, that's one other thing. Okay, it's one of those things where you just shouldn't mess with people that are able to handle this. It's just nope. Oh, equipment dock. Yeah. Here we go. Get around that asteroid. Where'd it go? It's down here somewhere. Oh, and a research station. Nice. Good. Let me get out of the way of this. It's down here somewhere. Jeez, asteroids everywhere. I know. I see you. Okay. Scroll down. There it is. Okay. Just got to get within 3 kilometers of it now. I got this device that will allow me to. There. I think that's close enough. Yep. Buy it all. Take it all. Yes. We'll go over to the research station and see what we got. Oh. Move to the right. Yeah. Yeah. The key right beside the F. Yes. And turn. Holy. Just asteroids everywhere. Okay. Now where did that... Oh, I hit something. I think I hit something. Maybe? I don't see any damage. Okay. Okay, there's a research lab. Trippy looking research lab. There's some huge stations. Look at the size of that that shit. That's a... What is this? Shipyard. Holy crap. That's more like it. Eh? That looks like a shipyard. Wow. Whew. Some intense stuff, man. Okay, come to a stop, please. Thank you. Thank you. See what I mean? I don't like that drifting shit. Come on. There we go. I think we're good down here, too. What's that? Is that armed? Ooh. Okay. Oh, 5,000 damage. Here we go, boys and girls. Check this shit out. Ho, 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 ho. This is gonna hurt somebody. Let's play some. Ah, he's got to do that stupid. Hold on here. Come on, you. Come on. Now, can I place it there? I don't care what my ship looks like. Just do it. Ah, it won't fit. Okay, so what do I do here? Let's try this. Nope. 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 Nothing's level. Nothing's level. Where am I gonna put these giant space guns? Yeah, I think we found a spot. There we go. Oh, it's coaxial though. I can't. I gotta aim it forward. Ah! So I gotta go over here and deal with this shit. No, wait. Go over here. Ma. I can't put that gun on there because I got nowhere to put it. It's got to face forward. Okay, I got an idea. Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, it's on. Don't mess with the Federation. Now, what you could do to make this look special is you go into this, you do something like this, and then you go like this. Okay, so I'm going to have to, first of all, zoom in, hit the R key. I'm going to turn this way, and then I'm going to turn it, where's that little blue thing? Come on, you. No, I want the blue one. There we go. And then I want to turn you that. No. Come on back. There we go. Green. Oh my God. There. Now. Oh. Oof. There we go. And just put some stuff like this. Make it look like it's. There we go. And then you gotta do the R key again, and then you hit the green thingy, and you go the other way. Oh, like that, like that, like that. Looks kind of nifty. That actually looks better. But Ziaki. No. There we go. Oh, I need mechanics, do I? Okay, I'll deal with it in a minute. Shift. Crew. What do I need? 3 of them? Okay. Now we gotta do this. Go over here. Where are you? This is 8. Let's see what they look like when they fire. Oh, take 6 off. Okay. Whoa, nasty. Okay. So, we then hit the M key. And that's like the second research station I found in 2 days. Wow. Which is cool. It's kind of good not having them all over the place like it was in the last version. It was just like, this is just silly. Okay. See what time we got here. Don't want to go too long. It is a Saturday. Oh. Always remember, never hit the Windows key when you're jumping to hyperspace. Ouch. Yeah. Where are we at? I'll go another 20 minutes. I'm glad you came in though, Cross. Like, I just didn't want to go in and have Model act up in your chat, you know? Like that's what he did. He started showing up in people's chats where I just would go, okay, I'm not going to bother. You know? Like, I know that, you know, I'm not the exact mindset of Chester and his friends, but I give a perspective, okay? And, you know, I do a bit of news and research where and Chester's a bit guilty of it too, by doing a lot of the big news stuff. Did Avorion just crash, or my PC just crash? Oh, there it is. Okay. Did a little hiccup there on me. But yeah, so no big deal. Like, I don't care. Like, personally, I just proved somebody was wrong, and then he started mouthing me off, and I called him a liar about it then. And then he called me a piece of shit, so I said F you and left. And that's the long and short of the story. You know? And a whole bunch of people started showing up here going, what happened? What is it? I just didn't say nothing for, 2 weeks. I got better things to do. I'm busy. You know? Playing around in this video game here, trying to learn new aspects of it and relearn stuff because I haven't played it in a while, and all that kind of neat thing, right? These are the voyages of the starship Egghead. Maybe I should put another set of nacelles on the top part there. Whoa. How close am I to processing power for the next level? Let's just have a look at something here. Where is it? 137,735. So I need 9,000. Interesting. It's very interesting. Okay. Just tripping around. This is where I am in the galaxy. This is all the areas that I've mapped so far. I started off the other day way the heck down here and said I'm going to the center of the galaxy. I just went up here, and I think I ended the live stream around here, and I spent the whole day all over this area looking for a research lab, and I found one down here. Not realizing I should have went to the equipment dock and bought a map and then looked. But it's kind of difficult doing that with all the little dots, but that's in the end how I did find it. Because it was off the beaten track. It was not in a gate system. So, yeah. Gives you a reason to buy those maps. And it's also a smart idea that you build some of your factories and stuff like that off the gate system, and then you don't have to worry about somebody just gating in on you. You don't have to add defenses to around a gate. What we used to do is you'd come in, and then you'd have to go up or down, right? Instead of going forward or to the left or right, because we would barricade that all around you, and we make it big enough that you just couldn't do that. We just take the asteroids and use the force beams to push all the asteroids over. Somebody gated in with too large a ship, and oh, they'd be like screaming bloody murder, and you'd be like, well, that defense worked. Ooh, look at this. This is neat. Showing off more of the procedural designs. Oh. Alright, ship, stop shaking. Alright. That's it, having lag. Oh wait, I'm not in Star Wars. Oh, and you really want to have a hard time in the game, go get the Star Destroyers, and while they're huge and big and can have lots of toys on them, good luck in trying to turn that ship left or right or slow down. They're meant like as endgame capital ship, let's go attack another alliance thing with lots of fighters and everything else thing. See that yellow rock there, up this way or up there? That's a metal called Xanian. It's the second best in the game. So I'm in the Xanian area, which is cool. Just tripping around. Oh, did I mark that? I thought I marked it. Oh, I did, up here. There's a little spot right there, isn't there? I missed it. We'll come back to it. Oh, it's bugging me. Is color. There we go. That's better. Still seems dark, doesn't it? Oh, it's just shadows from the sun. Wow, it's cast. This is actually casting a shadow. That's weird. It's not quite right, but anyway. I could put a couple of these up here. Hell yeah. That might be an idea too, eh? Hold on. Jeez, look at the DPS on some of this junk. Is that the biggest gun I got? What's this one? I put two beside each other? Yep. Oh, it's gonna hurt when I hit somebody with stuff. And then what we do is we're gonna put that into group 8. Okay. That's heavy guns. Shake, rattle, and roll. We ready to go? There we go. And now I'm out of fluid. Almost. Yeah, and I've turned the settings up so that it's a little bit laggier and everything else. I just wanted to have a better look, right? I could go even higher and it would look fantastic. Like, see, you can actually see the reflection of the planet on my ship. Wow, that's neat. That's a neat effect. I like that. That's crazy. My frames per second has just decided to not work at all. Just think of all the enjoyment I'm going to get when I upgrade. All the better quality graphics and everything else. And by the time I do it, it will have been a little while for some of the new stuff to come out, and things will be getting cheaper still. So usually in summertime, right? Things are cheap because everybody's outside doing other things rather than playing video games. They're inside in Canada because it's cold out, apparently. You know, all of us in our igloos and shit, right?
you know. Yeah. It's like Rick Mercer said when he went to the deep south of the U.S. He said, you know, today is Canada's National Igloo Day, and he got the Governor General. What was it? What state was that? To congratulate Canada on its National Igloo Day. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's just a joke, though. Anyway, I'm pretty sure the governor of that state actually knows what he knows about Canada a little bit. You would think so. Maybe not. Who knows? And this is the planets on low quality. And if you watch, it's actually spinning. This one's spinning upwards. It's weird. It makes it look like it's going up when it's not. It's just spinning. Oh, it makes you feel a little dizzy if you just look at the planet and you're going, whoa, man, that's trippy. I would think the morale of your crew would be to get a wrench and beat you on the head if you don't pay them. But hey, that's just me. Anyway. Whoa. So I'll go until I get into another system that has more ships. And that way, let you guys do some stuff for yourselves. I'm gonna see Willie, also Willie, if if the next time you do something, if it notifies me too, because it's only doing it for certain people now. It seems it's weird, and I don't understand. Like, just when you think you got the rules figured out, you know, YouTube goes and starts acting all stupid again. There must be something going on. Must be getting close to a U.S. election, right? That us Canadians really don't give a shit about. Really. As far as I'm concerned, there's evil and crazy. Right? No, mind you, I gotta say, Trump has impressed me a little bit in the last little while. He started to act a little more presidential, shall we say. I think it takes your first term to come to grips with what you're doing and what you're up to and what's going on. And, you know, you can't just, So, we'll see. Even Trudeau seems to be starting to smarten up a little bit. I notice how he's tripping over in India a lot, eh? Is that because he's trying to get support of the Sikhs that are in control of the NDP party now? Oh boy, we got a fight going on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, got right in front of me when I'm gonna shoot. Lightning. Come on, where's my axe? I can't even see the game right now. There we go. That'll hurt you. It's the end of you. One down. And in leggy mode even. Oh, look at him zip right underneath me, eh? Chicken. 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 Run. 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 Run away. That's right. Hide right amongst those things. Ah. I'll tell you what. You stay right there. Thank you. One left, eh? Where is he? He's running away like a chicken too, isn't he? Yeah, chicken. Oh. Fire. Come on, fire. My weapons won't fire. There we go, hit him. gonna hide over here, is he? I hit you with these big guns, it's gonna hurt. Oh, I can't fire when he goes by me like that. That's what you don't do. Yeah, here come reinforcements. Gotcha. Where's this guy? He's so far away, I can't even get him on my lock. 170? Nah, you deal with him. I'm not going on. Let Mikey deal with it. Yeah, that's it. Same with this guy. He's way over there too, eh? What else is in here? Look at all these guys going after them. There's like 15 ships going after one guy. I think we won, guys. Well, the other one's dead now. There's only one guy fighting him over here. I might have to do that. Alright. Oh. It just shook. Somebody he hyperspaced out. That's that little shake. They said this is another feature. When somebody hyperspaces, you get a little camera shake. Whoa. And I guess it caused me enough lag that I just went boop. This guy's making a run for it too, is he? Alright, I got a lock. Interesting. He's coming right at me with no shields. I'm gonna go over this way then. Look at them all. Look at them all going at him. These shields are just about dead. Just about dead. Engines 550. Uh-oh. These shields are gaining. Uh-oh. Hardcore bandit. Okay. I can't see when you do that shit. That pop-up crap. Oh, most annoying thing in the game. Pop-up crap. Pop-ups are never good. Never. Ever. Alright, now what are we doing there? He seems to be trying to go over here, eh? I hit him. Where is he now? Come on. Kills, bugs, dead. That's a good spot to end the stream, I think. On a victory note. Yes. And like I will say, thank you guys for coming out. And everybody enjoy themselves and have a good Saturday. And stay safe. And like I said, cross next time you do a stream, I'll drop in and just kind of be a silent watcher for a little bit and see how things go. Just sort of I like you. I just don't like some of the people that come around you, and I just don't want to bother engaging them in any sense because why bother? I mean, it just caused problems. So not about problems. Anyway, guys, have a good one. Take care. Bye.